Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. It's a promising position.
Zaniolo!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Ribery. Can he get on the end of this? Lofted in. Terrific header! There it is! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea gain their reward with an early goal.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zanetti. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Thuram. And a chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. That has not gone well.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Zaniolo. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Eklenkamp. Davis. Out to the left it goes. Now this could be a chance. He slings it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ribery. That is ended up in no man's land. Kabasele. Eklenkamp. That has been slung wide. Savona promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Zaniolo. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mkhitaryan. Ejibue. And it's Zaniolo. Eklenkamp. And here's Thuram. Great vision. Good read, needed to be. Camara. Davis. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Serginho. Thuram. That's a throw. Zaniolo. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Not the most convincing of passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Over to the left, Kamara. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has a look up. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pinches it off him. And it's Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Chelsea will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Zaniolo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries a measured ball. Di Gregorio breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played over towards the opposite flank. And that could set him on his way. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Udinese clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Chance! It's hit the upright. Aims beyond the defence. Ribéry providing an outlet on that flank. Ribéry. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Ezibue. Davis. He's looking wide. Savona. And they can counter here. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way past. He's under a lot of pressure there. And he's got the beating, and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Eklenkamp. And it's Zaniolo. And he's picked it up out wide. Defending was strong and firm. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well played, well played. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Neymar, takes a shot! And he hits the net! Results no longer in doubt, it's just about how many! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ribéry. Great ball, and the finish! Off the post. Eklenkamp. Ezibue. Now it's Thuram. Mkhitaryan, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Udinese are looking to break at pace. Eklenkamp, now it's Zaniolo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 19.
Udinese making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eklenkamp. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now Zaraga sends it crossfield. Camara. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Camara proves too strong. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chelsea can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Zaraga, he's got away, an instinctive delivery. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Chance, surely! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's become a case of men against boys. Thuram. Rijkaard. And it's Mkhitaryan. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. Oh, good read. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Thuram, very much the